Welcome back to The Ancient World, a podcast about Greek myth and philosophy, symbolic readings of the biblical stories, and the renewal and rebirth of the Florentine Renaissance. So today we have a couple of announcements. We're doing now a journey through Purgatory. And this is a huge joy. It's really interesting to do it, especially after having gone through the whole of the Paradise last fall. For those of you who followed that journey, the Purgatory is even better and more interesting afterwards, because you know what's coming and you see how Dante is kind of weaving in and blending in some themes of what is to come after you've done the hard work of climbing the mountain and going through the purification and the renewal and this whole the spiritual learning of how like penance is going to rid you of your sins, and then you're going to be a new pure person ready for the ascent into the paradise. So we have the first 9 episodes is on the morning show, which is on iTunes, so you can listen to them there. And from chapter 10, when they start the Mount Purgatory proper, the 7 terraces, kind of the real climb, after they go through the gate, after the 3 steps, and then there's an angel, guardian angel with 2 keys, a silver and a golden key, which is the divine authority, and it's also the skill and wisdom to judge the soul that's coming, if the soul is ready or not. So from chapter 10, we make all these episodes on Patreon. So if you go to patreon.com/ancientworld, you can follow the journey from there. And we are also making videos now. So we got some new equipment, a great new tripod. And then we're up now in the Lake District. So we're making some videos about the ancient world and about Dante and the Greeks out in nature. So all of that is now, we've done it for a couple of weeks. So if you have a look, you can see some examples of what we've done so far. So that's all the announcement for like Easter announcements. And we could talk a little bit more about Purgatory in itself. So we've come to chapter 15 now. So that's where they enter the 3rd terrace. So we've been through pride and we've been through envy, with the remedies and the virtues being humility for pride, and it's also then generosity and love for envy. Those are the 2 main steps in the Purgatory. And it's really elaborate and really great kind of concrete, practical food for thought, and in your daily life now as well, both for oneself and for people around you, that you can understand these things and have some ideas or some starting point of how to if there are any ways of making things better and fixing things. So that's the first 2, and then the 3rd one is wrath, and then meekness is the remedy for the virtue of meekness, not being weak, but being gentle and soft in your response, as opposed to being hard and aggressive and blunt, with 3 examples from Greek mythology and from the biblical stories. So it's fun to read Dante again and again, because the more you know and the more you read, and then you kind of digest and you think of it and you see the world with a little bit different filter, and then you keep learning even more, and you go back to reading Dante, and then you see even more substance and just the richness of his whole work. Okay, so that's all we had to say for this one. Hope to see as many of you as possible to join us on the Patreon website, and I'm also there then, and I will answer all kind of, if you have questions and comments and everything. So that's it's already beginning to become a little group, a little community. So the more the better. So you're very welcome, and this is a big invitation for you to join us and see if it's something interesting for you. Okay, and with that, just want to say a very happy Easter to everybody. Hope the weather is great wherever you are. Up here in the Lake District, it's been 3 super sunny days. We went half the way to a big mountain yesterday, and it's just like the splendor and the beauty up here is mesmerizing and on the sunny days. So with that, just want to say thank you so much for listening, and see you again soon.